Right, hello everybody. You join me today on the EXD4 server where we will see 6 individual communities coming together to tackle a face-to-face battle on Foy. For honorable mention, we have members of TLB, EXD, Wata, 7, let me just confirm that name. It would be Objective First as well. And we have, let me just double check, I've got everyone on the list. I believe I am missing one. Let me just confirm that for you. Let's go. So, yes, 7, PZD, TLB, EXD, Wata, Objective First. These are your fighting forces for today. They are a mixed bunch. So, let's check the tactical map. Everyone's getting themselves nicely organised. We have quite a collective. Looks as though the Allies have mostly concentrated on the southeast corner. It looks like they'll be going for the big push. We've got supplies going down in usual spaces for nodes. We have commander access put in. So, the dugout. It is a hard map to, well, strong point to attack from either north or south. Very much dependent on whoever gets there first. I'd say the US side has a better chance of pushing with all the trenches and build-ups there, whereas the Axis have a lot harder trying to get into position on the north. Let me just knock down the audio there. I don't think you want to hear all of the in-game sounds today. We will knock it down a bit. So, Axis really putting the emphasis on getting into the objective due to the fact of all this open ground and the limited attacking spaces they have. Allies can afford to lose the centre point due to their sort of built-up trenches and derelicts that they can get in. Right, let's check the tactical map. Let's see how we get on here. Tactical map is up. So, scrolling out today, we can see trucks from the Allied side, 2-man recon team in the right-hand one. We've got a half-filled transport in the center, and we have a solo transport on the left with the commander taking the south side on the west. Axis with a full transport truck coming down that center. So here they come. You can see the vehicles now moving into position. We have that full transport access coming down the line, spearheaded by Objective First and a numerous others. Unfortunately, most people don't really have their tags on today, so you'll have to excuse me if I do end up missing out people's names. So, the access side looks like they are decided to stop short. Get that spawn set up there. We now have allies into the point. Roughly 5 combat soldiers into the point with a very large push coming in for the Axis on the north. First engagement by that light tank. Taking early kills. And he gets the early kill. Transport. 2 transport vehicles. That was well done. Nicely positioned by the light tank here. It's leaded by the TBL. I think it's fairly, I would just say fairly for now. So, back to the point. Nice early engagement. Very strong push coming in from the east by the Axis. Allies are a little bit strung out on the south. So, again, the early push by the Allies, unless it has decent support, will be overwhelmed by the potential Axis push. It seems to have occupied the entirety of the east side now. There we go, EXD. Lewis is taking a fall. Got more members of the EXD holding. That's a come with me. He's a lovely little position. It's going to be hard to find him in there. See quite a little distance, but anyone underneath him, it's going to be harder for him to engage. So that light tank is now engaging on the north side again. Another truck down to the light tank, causing problems for a bit of a push on the west. Light tank doing some damage there. As we go out for a bit, you can see the Allies have been caught out by this open ground in the south. A lot of open ground there for the crossbow E team. But members of the EXD are with an honourable mention to drop in my mag, holding north side, and they do take the point. Axis have been pushed back. Now, Axis are in a bit of a concerning position due to the fact that there is a lot of ground across from here. They have their garrison, which can be seen, potentially. They can hold this east side and make the most of it. We've got members of OBJ there holding on the southeast corner. They seem to have pushed the Axis back and are taking, sorry, Allies back, and are taking the center point. We have Firelord, TBL, Valium, Major Demon in there. Still got to come with me. Oh, he's making the most of that elevated position. Again, it's going to be very hard to kill that player. Allies putting a good push in. We have a tank-on-tank combat. Oh, that is unfortunate for the Ally medium. Good kill by OBJ crew. Oh, with the AT engaging the tank now. Can they do something about that, and can they get out of this without losing their tank? That's what I like to see. I like to see tanks reversing out of combat instead of U-turning. Nice, engaging, keeping that suppressive fire as they retreat. Well done, OBJ. Back to the center point. We'll have a quick overview of the center point, and then we will go to the tactical map, see where all the rest of the teams are spread out. So, nice exchange of combat in here. The Allies are pushing up in two separate waves. We've got a separate wave utilising the smoke on the east, south. Yes, correction, southeast. On the southwest, a very large clump of Ally players coming in. Mixed members. You've got members of EXD, OBJ, and a few other unknowns. Quite intense little combat going. Oh, that was a lovely grenade. I believe that might be Judge's grenade. That claimed some lives there. That would have slowed that advance quite well. Early rockets coming in again. Allies just managing to maintain numbers onto the point. Right, let's go and have a look at the tactical map and see where we are. So, Flak Battery, which is our defensive point for the Axis, currently not under threat. Now we have TBL Lazy doing the job, staying back, acting as an early warning system. There he is, TLB Lazy, using his binos, being the all-seeing eye, making sure the team knows, which means they can commit more bodies into the fight. Axis in a nice sort of stringed pattern. Again, nice two clumps of infantry. I like to see this. Too often do I find infantry fighting spread out, and it loses that effectiveness. The more barrels and the more rifles you can put in one direction, especially in fights when these 1-on-2s, 2s-on-3s, all about the numbers. But with this garrison here, unless Axis can get rid of that garrison, they are going to struggle. Now, I am yet to see artillery engage the point. Do we have artillery players currently? Yes, we do. Honey Badgers starting to engage, where the Allies don't quite have artillery. Now, if Honey Badger manages to get them rounds in, this could shift the tide for the Axis. All right, let's wait for their own. I did hear him. 20 seconds shell time. Here we go. There's the first one. Just long on that target. Bear in mind, he is firing from the north. Yeah. Again, rounds are landing long. They are not able to affect that point where they need them. But with that, the Axis are putting numbers into point again. Come with me, still holding his silo. I think he'll run out of ammo before he runs out of... Oh no, as I spoke! I can't tell who claimed that kill then, but it's between Pache and Bardic for that one. Come with me, finally dethroned. Artillery again, firing and engaging. If that arty on the Axis side can find its target, this will cause a problem for the Allies. Oh, that's a good strike by the arty. We'll look at the tactical map. It looks as though the OBJ crew have picked up a passenger. Oh, and he's just died. So, they are struggling here. Have they been satcheled? Could be. Oh, that's unfortunate. OBJ have lost their tank due to infantry fire. Here comes the AT to make sure they are sent back to main spawn. Oh no! TLB saving that. Medium still in the open, but I do know that the enemy correction. The ally medium is on its way. Here he comes. Should be over in this area. There he is in front. Here he comes to claim his free prize. Has he seen it? No, I don't think he has. No, he has not seen the tank. I think the tank is camouflaged. Oh no, there we go. There's his free XP. Now, back to the pressing centre point. Axis have pushed the Allies all the way off. That early artillery battery, they must have landed true onto the target. That is now their garrison gone. Allies pushed all the way back to the defensive point. Well done, Axis. Really well done on that regard. So, tactical map. We will have a look. It is looking quite nice. We do have a heavy tank and a medium tank about to engage. They are very much going toe-to-toe. Oh, the heaviest. Oh, no. He finds him now. Choosing to go for the engine shot. Not quite. Medium deploying that smoke. That is the advantage of that medium. But, again, has to happen. Oh, and the AT very close. And the Panther is in a dangerous position here. Oh, and he sees the engineer going for it. Now, if he can get himself back to friendly lines, he will be able to repair. So at the moment, points are very much infantry versus infantry. The armour are doing their thing. They are fighting and killing each other. But it has been very much the infantry's engagement style at the moment. We've got a repair station going down here by Firelord. Always nice to see supported players making that choice to build and support with their armour. Keep them in the fight. Nothing worse for a tank crew to have to keep going back to the main spawn to repair in safety as well as rearm. Now we've got a little push going on here by members of OBJ and EXD. A few unnamed characters here. This map is renowned for its open spaces. It's a very hard map to push from. A couple of flanking maneuvers going on the western flank by BZ. Body there. Another Corn is my name, I believe. But we are currently in a position where we are waiting for the Allies to respond to that defense by the Axis. Now the Axis are putting all their bodies mostly... Oh no, we've got a small push going down. We've got Moose on here. You've got Judge coming in, engaging with some Allied players on the south side. Again, very hard to attack on these open spaces. Without armour, without tank support, the infantry will struggle. They will struggle. Nice little push again. They're making ground on the west. Squad strength on the west. Axis taking that deep defensive posture, deciding that they're going to try and hold the open ground through better defensive position on the point itself. So what we will do now, we will check the tactical map once again. Now, we have a Jeep. The recon team deploying north. We've got the OBJ are in a heavy tank with the second heavy tank. So we have the Allies heavy tank to the south. So we have some supply trucks going in, but the supply truck being driven by an assault player. Again, Allies sitting deep. Got some pushes going on the western, southwestern side. Got a few troops, members of Wata over on the northwest, engaging with Saint and TLB. Let's go and have a quick look at their little combat. Again, tying each other up, making sure these flanks are not progressing for the Allies. The Axis, just tying them up. Tying them up. Good, right. So, let's have a look again. This push has been reduced down to 2 men. Oh, that was a lovely double kill by Korn. Lovely double kill by Korn. Axis have sort of established a southern defensive line south of the point. We have ally members held up behind this haystack at distance. I believe they're trying to affect. Oh, that's unfortunate. Again, it is hard to hide in these wide open spaces. We heard before that was the armor. Was that a rumble of a tank I hear? Yes. The beautiful Tiger H. Sat and manned by the OBJ crew. Scanning their kill sector. Waiting for targets. We have members utilizing the tank. See, I'd like to see this when we've got tanks in static positions, utilizing the tank as additional cover and elevation. And the push on the west. Oh, Corner's my name. Just taken out by what potentially was Darth. We got Dirk hoses there as well. Now they do have an outpost here, so they can maintain that pressure. But again, this is not an easy map to attack. Okay, there's that defensive armor posture. Engaging. Oh, we've got tank-on-tank combat now. The 76 landed first shot on the Tiger. That was a good hit. There hasn't been a return shot yet. Yeah, will do. So, Tiger has backed off. Firelord repairing. Nice to see. Combination of defense. Tiger is backing off, but due to them long sight lines, it will be harder for these to back out. Good to maintain that fire. Good to maintain that fire, but yet to land a shot on the 76. 76 has the upper hand in this environment. He is in position. Tiger is having to retreat. Oh, the Tiger unfortunately loses that fight. Did they manage to land a hit? Yes, they did. It was not all for in vain. 76 lives to fight another day. So we now have a little bit of a push going on from the Allies, using this only real possible area to attack from. These trenches and these derelicts. That last 50 meters can be quite dangerous, but it looks as though the Allied command is dropping arty to soften up the position. Let's double check, see if no, Allies still don't have arty. Right, where we got? We have a supply truck dumping my mag, heading north. And the second heavy tank coming down to join the fight for the points. Checking now. Most of the infantry are centralized around this area, but we do have a push coming in from Axis squads coming in from the southwest. So let's have a look. Let's go and check. A lot of the attention is centralised to that northern side for the defence. But to say that, they do have a tank now covering. It's going to make it hard to approach from. Can they utilise that garrison space? But it looks like that garrison has been spotted. Been covered. So, what can happen here? Is he aware of that garrison? He's crawling towards it. There's a good chance he knows it's there. This is really the only real behind the lines attacking point for the Axis. So, playing it very cautious at the moment. It doesn't want to rush it. Is he going to get that? Taking the very slow approach to this. What? Who's this coming in behind? Umba. Does he see him? Yes, he does. Umba might have just saved that then. That garrison is safe. So, allies have now pushed themselves out in an extended attacking line coming in from the southwest. But, again, once you are in this area, there is not a great deal of cover, and it is a hard push. A couple of members from the Allied team have set up into that bunker. Rocket going in, trying to suffer in. Didn't find a target. But we do have an Ally 76 pushing in along the tracks. Oh, and it's engaged. It's engaged, first hit in. That is a good double shot on that heavy. Well done, heavy tank. That is communication. Well done through the Panther. Well done, that crew in the Panther tank. So, Allies have managed to make it into that. Axis have let them come in. TLB lazy now. 2 versus 1. Can he even the odds? Oh. Henry's gone. TLB lazy. Lazy is gone. What's gonna happen here? Oh. This could potentially... They're going to run into each other. Oh, Moose as well. Now he's going to occupy that spot. Oh, and he's gone for the rooftop. Now, this is an advantageous position for him. It will take up the Axis a while to realise he is up there. He can cause a lot of damage from this position, allowing his friendlies to get into the point. Axis is only supported by 2 players so far. Is that due to a lack of garrison? Yes, there is no spawns for the Axis on the point. Their closest spawn is north. That could cause some issues for the Axis holding on to this point. But the Allies have failed to put numbers into the point. Got members of the OBJ group playing with infantry in the open field. Taking a bit of an aggressive posture. Going around for a flank to the wide, but they look like they are safe now. Right, back to the main event. Again, up in that position, it's going to be hard for him to realise that he's there. Lazy is below him. He potentially knows he's there. Oh, he's doing some damage up here. Shalimar is doing some damage on that roof. He's done that good of a job up there that he is actually managing to take the point with 2 other supports. Now, Axis have been pushed all the way off the point at the moment. Is this a bombing run to try and save the day? No, bombing run has been used on the now attack for the Axis, defense for Allies. Strong push coming in to the attacking point for the Axis, defensive point Allies, but the issue is, with this position now, and they only spawn to the north, Axis will really struggle to take this point now. What they're going to have to do is hope that one of their armoured teams can get in there and support. And then that garrison is at threat again. Pablo coming in, garrison's gone. Pablo with a rocket to the garrison. Axis have no spawns. It's pretty much well done, Allies. Nice, steady, systematic. Now, bombing run coming in. But that bombing run is more likely to kill the only member of the Axis. Oh no, there is an outpost. Oh, that bombing run. Can they make the most of this outpost? No, outpost is seen. Systematically, very, very steady pressure from the Allies. Here we go, here comes the German tank. Members of the OBJ crew coming in to see if they can affect. I think it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. There we go. They need to be careful now. They cannot make any difference to this objective. They need to get themselves out of there to preserve that tank. Right, Allies now reinforce the position. Outposts are up. Nothing for the Axis to do. But flak battery is left wide open. Where is the response from the Axis? Oh, it is all the way back. That combined push from the north by the Allies, them little individual infantry units have swept through this whole area, taking all the spawns out. Now the Allies have heavy tank support coming in from the south, but the medium tank can make an effect here. They can hold the defense long enough for the infantry to get there. Oh, you see, oh. When they do something, there is 3 versus 1 technically with that tank in play. Need to be careful though, they are on their own. We have 2 Allies. Come with me and dump in my mag. Currently sat there. We have a half track rolling in. Nothing to really stop it with. Oh! Dementia Demon. He didn't want to play anymore. I didn't even know half tracks came with ejector seats. Right, can that half track get in position? The issue is there is an 80 soldier out onto the east side, so if he makes his way over, which I believe he is, Body could really scuffle the plans for the Axis now. There is no way that half track wasn't seen by the infantry. A long spawn time on that half track with the AT coming in. Commander in position. Can the commander stop him? No! Oh, yes! Oh, I thought they were going to run past each other for a second then. But he smelt gold. Completely ignored everyone around him. But that is not to say that he will not get a second chance with this outpost spawn to the close northeast. Axis scrambling to get some bodies back into that defensive point. We have a couple of infantry sat on the north, preventing that reinforce. Again, half track is at risk for being overwhelmed. There we go, spawn wave in. Couple of exchanges, but mostly secure. Right. That spawn wave could have potentially saved the Axis from losing the second point at this rate. Allies sort of spread out, but they do have a good arc on the north, covering, preventing the Axis, getting reinforcements down. We have the medium tank sat in situ, taking a hit to the track by the look of it, supporting their infantry. Right, tactical map. This has gone very much the other way. Allies now with the upper hand, stronger side as it seems to be in this half of the game. Medium tank making an effect there, but with these garrison and outpost spawns, with the push coming in from the south, this is going to be very hard for Axis to rescue. Medium tank under fire from that heavy to the south. Unfortunately, that is the medium on the Axis knocked out. They did manage to save that point for the Axis though, so that is a positive outcome for that. Now we have a couple of the Axis players. There you go, first hit on that half track. That half track goes. It's going to be a very, very bad situation for the Axis. Second rocket being loaded in by Buddy. No, he must have missed his first shot. That could potentially be costly for the Allies. Unable to situate that half track, make sure they utilise killing it. Fortunately, that hasn't happened, so Axis still have a spawn. Allies have, with tank support on the south side, but have scrambled well. And I will say well done to the Axis on that one. They managed to get into that position rapid. There was a moment that medium tank definitely did make a difference in that situation, but they are in danger. If they lose that point, they're in very much the danger of losing the last point as well. Commander has struggled to get that spawn out. As we can see now, we've got a heavy tank coming out the center, but there is a lot of allies on the north cutting off the reinforces from Black Battery. Now, here we go. Number superiority from the Allies. But the Axis managed to get that garrison in the center. Heavy tank has decided to bypass the point. And he's going straight north. Has taken damage. If he's not careful, that Axis heavy tank will catch him. 76 choosing the cut west. He has been marked. Potentially might be going for that heavy. Heavy would have been seen. There's a good chance of it. Looks like he is. Looks like he's trying to set up for the attack. Yes, he's got a very good position here. Scanning for, and they're going to go for the repair. I think there might be a bit of tree cover in between the two. Panther coming in. This is some nice ground for the Panther. Plays to its camouflage well. Will they be able to see each other? This will make the difference. Do you believe? I think that Panther is a little bit too high on the front. They do end up seeing that 76. They can have an issue trying to spot him. No, they will not have clear line of sight of each other at the moment. Right, let's have a look, check in. Axis have been reduced in number on the point. They are fighting for every inch of it so far. That garrison's still up. Allies slowly creeping in, slowly tightening that net. There we go. Something strange going on here. But he is finally taken out. Again, Axis fighting for every inch, trying to secure that garrison, keeping it alive. Allies still making a steady push in. Tactical map will tell us everything. We've got a light tank flying in. Can the light tank do some damage? Oh, they've potentially got it. Oh no! Here we go. 76 is driven into the firing range of the Panther. Doesn't see him. Oh, and he ricochets. Oh, and that's a good kill. Good kill. Well, good patience by the Panther. Very good patience. Utilising that upper ground sight range. Being patient. Always plays. 76 drove straight into his kill zone. Now, Panther is in the position to assist his team now. Again, it's a concern. Allies are pushing in from 3 directions. The west is uncovered. It's not been a push point before, so it might not be known to the Axis that the Allies are coming in through this way. Oh! I think that was a saving grace by the RT. But, again, garrison is still up. Allies are close, but very limited number of Axis still alive. There we go, a little bit of a small wave, bombing run coming in. Bombing run takes out the garrison. Now, what is going to happen? We have an outpost one still. It is very much up to this one outpost. Got a strong push coming in from the west. That was a very nicely timed bombing run. Dirk's going to take that outpost. And there we have it. Axis unable to defend. Spawn wave came in. 2 left. Squad leader still alive. Raid going in. Oh, and he does it. Dementia Demon does it, but they are under pressure. Outpost down again. Ooh. Oh, we do have a second outpost. Got to give the Axis the absolute props for that. They have scrambled and scrambled, but the Allies, again, pressure upon pressure, multiple directions. There is very little to know. Again, dug out. Hard position, hard point to take, hard point to attack. Axis, because they're so scrambled at the moment, we do have a little bit of flank coming in from a couple of OBJ guys. Seeing if they can get in behind. We have a AT soldier in the south. Hard man. Hard man. Oh, he has been seen. Again, flank position. Outposts have been wiped. Outposts have been wiped. We have a little bit of defense here from Moose and Firelord. With a light tank. Light tank is susceptible to the AT rockets. We do have, he is not in a position to assist. He does have his back to Gallimard. Gallimard making that massive damage on the dugout, making the big effect. I'll quite happily indicate that Gallimard, with the pressure from that rooftop, very much changed the way that this game was played. There we go, light tank no longer in effect. This is very much in the Allied hands. Very much in Allied hands. Axis trying to establish something on the north side. We have tank support through solo medium. He must be waiting to pick his crew up. And that Panther tank. Panther tank needs to be careful in these areas though. As we can see, this is not heavy tank friendly country. But with the 2 medium and the heavy, they could make an effect. Allies don't have an answer for their tanks at the moment. Again, black position is now in Allied hands. So, how are the Axis going to respond to this? Positive for the Axis is that they have managed to keep the road at a strong point clear. They are not going to get double capped, but there is nothing in the way of defense apart from a couple of guys now coming in from their pawn. They have to be careful when this not happen again. Right, tank support coming in now. We do have the heavy on the tracks, medium in the point. That damage that these two tanks can now do can assist their team in taking these points back. Look at that weight. Armour is a force multiplier, so you support that with infantry. You are going to make big changes to the map. Especially when you look at these heavies. Heavy has to be careful though, he doesn't get outflanked. But force multiplier, that is 6 bodies added to the point. Medium tank, if he spotted that spawn wave then could have ended. Only have, well, there was an AT rocket that came in then, we've got some infantry. Medium tank could potentially cause a bit of a problem for the allies here. Oh, a bit of a shot that went high and wide. He's going for it, he's got no fear. Oh, he's being chased by an engineer. Oh no! Oh no, and the engineer's going to get the satchel on. Oh no! Hired man just saved his medium tank from an unfortunate line. Oh, we've got a heavy tank in the south. By the looks of it, set up in a very good position. That medium will not be able to affect that, but can the Axis heavy see him? He has been marked. He is definitely marked. Black battery has been taken back. Looks like the infantry is holding that Panther up with the smoke. It's too far away to affect that cap. Medium tank fortunately got themselves wedged between the tree and the bank. Not a lot they could have done there. Enemy has started to capture. We have a recon team pushing into road. That one recon member is making the difference. Now, how do the Axis respond to this? Their spawn is now locked. They do have a half track and a garrison outside. We have allied infantry coming in from the southwest of the road, but they need to be careful. Black battery will be taken before, but it very much depends on if that Panther can continue to keep that infantry suppressed and pushed, stopping them from reinforcing. Very good, they're being smoked up. Gallimar feels like he wants another tank on his chop. He's coming for him. He's taking patience. This is very much the life of all AT soldiers. Spending the time running around. I love to see it. Love to see it. Engineers coming over to just to make sure that the tank needs a little bit of a repair. We've got to be careful though, because there is a potential that the tank will be at risk. They've decided to pull back. Axis taking the point. Very well done. Well done to the Axis side to react to that point. That means that all the allied points have been wiped. Spawn points have been wiped, but we do have that enemy of allied heavy. He knows he's there. He's just waiting to see. You can see the rounds coming in. He's being patient. He's waiting. Waiting to see if that Panther makes the first move. No, he's going to take a bit of a wide approach. I think he's trying to hope that he can get an angle up that track towards him. Just think, because of the curvature of the track, he might be able to pull it off as soon as that smoke clears. Panther tank has pushed forward. There is a good chance we'll see him. '76 is well positioned for this. It's got a nice angle on. Like to see it. Very good angle to receive rounds from. If you think the angle of the Panther, all he has to shoot at is these two angles. Very extreme angles. Higher chance of ricocheting, especially at that distance. Very well positioned. Now, Panther tank could potentially see him. Let's go and check. Panther tank's in the woods. Oh no! Panther was satcheled. Panther was satcheled. There's a good chance then that Spectre was the claimant on that one. Again, these woods are not friendly for any heavy tank. Medium tanks, they do a bit better cutting through these woods. Heavy tanks really struggle to maneuver through these areas. Pretty much death sentences, especially if you have enemy infantry close by. Now, Black Battery is clear for the most part. Allies are making the most of that track now with the armour support to push up. Have we got anything going from the Axis? Alright, the defensive point for the Allies, attack point for the Axis, relatively clear at the moment. There isn't a great deal of pressure, or if any pressure, being placed on that moment. But that is understandable. Axis have been under great pressure, and they've done very well to take this point back. Now, we have a little pocket. A pocket of allies here. Little pocket. With tank support at the back, he's really, again, nicely positioned. He knows that Panther's not there anymore, so he can afford to be a bit more aggressive. Here he comes again. Infantry and armour. It's the golden meta at the moment. Especially if you're pushing in to these tight spaces, that tank can have a massive advantage. But we've got two. We've got Bardic. Oh, Firelord takes a hit from the positioned allies. Bardic again. Not a great deal of cover. And imagine that was just a, oh no, I'm committed, I'll go for it. But that is unfortunate for those two guys. They were not aware. But what has now happened is they are aware of this little pocket of allies here. The tank is deciding not a great idea to push. He's going to try and take the open space. Okay, we have a solo recon. Dropping my mag. Could potentially cause issues here. You can get in there and wipe these outposts. Oh, spawn wave! Oh, he's done well. He's done well. He's got the outpost at the same time. Medic sees him. Right. Xavrum. Did well there. Alright, Tiger back in the fight. Manned by Burley and his crew. Looking for this heavy. They look like they are both inside. Due to the weather conditions, though, I do not think they'll be able to see each other. 76 is scanning. Oh, Tiger missed his first shot. Can the 76 see him in time? No, he can't see him. Tiger's going to go for a second. No, well, that might have been a searching shot by the Tiger. No, Tiger's now being engaged from the side. That would have saved the 76, I believe. That one rocket from the AT that I'd imagine would have ricocheted or missed, that actually saved the 76 from being ambushed. Tiger clearly had eyes on him. .76 in trouble here. Got an AT close by. He's safe from the eye of the Tiger. Tiger is not in a position to engage his tank. 76 doing what he can to push that infantry back. Tiger is still looking south. We've got a medium in the field now. Ooh. Medium's doing some... I like the way mediums play like this when they use their speed and agility. It's one of my favourite tactics. Now, has he seen what he's seen? We know that heavy's down there. Heavy's smoked up. Tiger's not in a position. This potentially might go wrong for the medium. Oh, he sees him. There's infantry in the field, but that means the infantry have told the heavy where he is. 76. I think that was Oh, the medium's fired at the 76, giving his position away. 76 has engaged. Medium in trouble now. 76 is front onto him. Oh, the heavy. The Tiger saves the medium. The Tiger saves the medium. Got through the trees. Oh, and there we go. Unfortunately, 18 nails the medium while it is trying to get away. Heavy has dealt with that spawn though. We do have a little bit of an established push from the Allies to the north. They have a garrison. They can reinforce. But it feels like the Axis have a little bit of confidence now, and they are starting to counter push. You guys pipping away through. Now the Allies. Buckwald set himself up. Nice little position here for the MG. Very minimal exposure. Very minimal exposure for his player profile. Means he can hold that area quite well. There you go. Another one claimed by Bloodwald. But the Tiger does not care about his good positioning. Tiger knows he's killed that heavy. He wants more blood. There we go. Blockwald's reign of terror has ended. Again, here we go. Let's check the tactical map. Now, medium tank from the Allies, Axis, apologies, coming down. There is a nice pocket of infantry from the Allies there. We have a nice attacking garrison, but the potential for that garrison to be gone. Oh! There's a chance. He thinks he's still on the garrison. Does he see him? He sees him, but he missed his opportunity, does he? And he gets him. This will be that garrison. That'll be the Allies' northern garrison. That's a correction. Axis northern garrison protected now. But the Allies know it's there. With that outpost spawn fairly close, this is going to be main Allies' initiative now. They're going to want to take out that garrison, close that net on flanking position. But there has been a nice little push down the tracks by the Axis. Got numbers. Oh, that is not what you want to hear. Oh, he's been engaged though. He's decided to move. Artie now landing on dugout. Will this be Axis's time to put some pressure on the middle point? We have a reaction from the Allies pushing in. They've cut the head off that advance. Without tank support, the infantry are going to struggle to push up. Allies have responded very well to that. So we have a little bit of fighting going on over here. We have a medium tank engaging. Couple of infantry on the Axis pushing out to the wide. Very nice heavy tank deep south, looking up that track. I'm assuming, due to the fact we don't see him, that heavy tank, the Tiger won. Oh no, he is with us. He is with us still. He is with us. Now, back position, not under threat at this time. Focus is now shifted For a bit of a defensive action by the Allies. A bit of pressure being applied by the Axis. It's going to be very hard for him to get down that track. Especially with this tank now supporting that defensive posture. It'll be very hard for the Axis to do anything about this now. What that Tiger needs to come and do is to come and sort this tank out. Free up and support his infantry. Without tank support, this infantry will be stuck. Bit of a rocket coming in, but again, without support, infantry is just subjected to a constant death wave. Now, Allies, with a little bit of a flank going on. A ally squad leader, Delta squad leader coming along. He is being fought with. The Allies managed to get themselves into a bit of a strange position for the recon team. They've done really well. They've established themselves an outpost inside the point and they just keep filtering down. There we go. Dropping my mag claims this garrison. It is a long burn one. Is the commander going to try and save it? No. Dropping mag. Not really under any threat. Quite happily take that. And there he does. That northern defensive support garrison gone. Heavy tank now in position, smoked up. As he engaged that tank. Do we still have the Allied heavy? We do. He is on point. He has clearly been hit. They will be using this time now to repair. Axis advance has been halted. Got Bardic making a run. Artillery, they need to be careful. Oh, that was a big strike by the arty. I think that saved that outpost then. Oh, and there we go. Arty commander strike. Wipes out. And Bardic save that outpost. Nice little spawn wave. The Allies can't get this. It's going to cause issues. But the Axis aren't really going to be able to utilise that due to the open ground they're going to have to cross to get there. Tiger tank coming in, support the infantry. This is what we need to see. Enemy heavy still on the point though. Enemy heavy driving into the barn. Tiger now pushing south. He might be able to stop this wave. Too late for that outpost. Unless it's not. No. One wave goes in. Grenades come in. Grenade gets the outpost down. Third grenade finishes that wave off. Excuse me. Tiger tank going for it. Potentially is though. He might be out positioned with that heavy tank. 76 does not see him. So let's check the tactical map. Tactical map is showing strong defensive line on the east side of dugout for the Allies. Not a great deal of defensive posture from Black Battery. No one's under threat here. There we go. A couple of guys just spawned in. That might be able to save. We've got another garrison under threat. Being strafing run. Let's see if he gets him. Oh, Lewis gets done and is chopped into fine meat particles and saves that garrison. 30 minutes left on the clock. 30 minutes left on the clock. Tiger tank making the most of it. Bardic utilising piggyback. Going for it. Infantry running from him. Will Bardic see him? Oh no! We have a strange position to Bardic see him. It might be just because of the low ground. Tank gets him. There we go. Oh no! Heavy tank's in trouble now. Will he be able to get out of cover? Yes, he does, but he still is not in a good position. 76 knows he's got him. Will the 76 reverse back? No, he's coming around the right side for him. Tiger tank doesn't see him. And that, unfortunately, is the end of the Tiger. Tiger did support the infantry. It was just a shame that that infantry push was wiped. Maybe if they applied a little bit of patience there, they could have supported with the infantry. But they weren't to know that that 76 was there in position. They did engage each other earlier, so it would have been a good idea to know that they would have essentially there. Now the infantry are open to be killed by the 76. The garrison under threat. There comes that 76 to take out the garrison. Have a bit of a swarm wave. None of these are able to deal with it. Oh, there we go. Shot in. AT gun. Fire Lord and Judge going in for the AT gun. Rapid rate of fire. It just takes one round for the heavy to kill him, though. Oh, that was unfortunate. Got two good shots. Two good shots onto that heavy. That definitely taking the sting out of his tail. Need an AT soldier or an engineer to come and deal with that 76 now. Defensive posture by the Allies is very strong still. A little bit of a concern for the Axis, though. A little bit of concern for the Axis. Allies aren't really putting much pressure on at the moment, but it will not take much. The responsiveness of the Axis will depend whether Korn is successful or defeated in his attempt. Points flashing. There we go. Had one response. Lazy he is, but he potentially might be seen. Yes, he was. Lazy's down. Now Korn is solo capping, but there are spawn points on the point. If a spawn wave comes in, don't think he's going to be able to defend it. Oh, he's chosen to go. He doesn't know. Oh, no, that's a massive spawn wave. Oh, we got one. Got two. Oh, and that was unfortunately, that was it. Well reacted by OBJ and TBL lads. And all those without tags. Allies now have managed to utilize that bit of chaos to gain some ground on the Axis, and we are now back in the position where the Axis are. Close defense. We have a tank. Bailey's crew coming back. They want some revenge. Nice initial hit on that 76. Is he going to be able to get him through the woods? Right, 76 is seeking shelter. He's going to go for the repair. Tiger isn't confident enough to push him. Oh, but that was a good hit. He sees the front of his... He knows he can get a shot there. Oh, he's got it, but all he can hit is tracks at the moment. Oh, and that's a ricochet. 76 nudged forward. This might play to the Tiger's hands here. 76 backing off. Tiger feels confident. He's going for it. 76 doesn't know he's there. Very well played. I like that there as well. Some crews would have just kept driving straight and turned the turret, but I like the way that that Tiger turned into it, offering the front plate. Oh, 76 has returned fire. Can the Tiger put another one in him? There we go. Oh, and he's at risk. He got the kill, but will this cost him? Tiger can take some punishment from them AT rockets, but he's low on health now. Another AT to the rear. Has he got? Unfortunately, that is the end of the Tiger. Good choice. Would have been nice if some of the infantry supported that tank in his pressure on that point. But he was just overwhelmed by the Allies attacking. Now the infantry on defense have lost their supported armour. We have a recon squad. Dump my mag. And dropping my mag have been causing a fair bit of problem on this back line over this game. Axis again. Nice sort of defensive posture. Limited arcs of attack for the Allies. Same with a lot of the points on this map. Very narrow. For the size of the map, it is very narrow for the attacking points. You see the Allies have decided to push a little bit further out into the woods to the east. Not a bad idea. That's a good idea. It'll allow them to get around the flank a bit more. We've got a nice concentration of troops there. More guns. But that LMG or machine gun from the Allies is in a good position. He can control this quite well. He doesn't die. He's going to cause some issues for the defensive team. So, let's have a look at the tactical map. Again, medium tank coming straight into the point. They might actually bump into that garrison. Let's see if they spot that garrison. I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to spot it. They are very, very close. That is a risk for them if a spawn wave comes in. But they will have proxied it, so it's not an issue for them at the moment. But if they decide to drive away, they could potentially have AT spawning behind them. It's quite obvious, visible for the commander in this position. But there may be a little bit of confusion because there is a friendly garrison fairly close by. Now, here we go. We're talking about the ATs. Threat of the infantry. Have they spotted this AT soldier coming towards them? He's going to risk coming out for the wide. He's out along. He's gone around. He's confident. Always on the move. Oh, there's a good chance. The tank is stuck. That slowed him down a fair bit. Oh, the commander spots him. Decides to gun him down. As a personal insult, no doubt. But let's see. Let's see if we are up to much. Right, so we have had an Axis player make it all the way. Firelord has managed to sneak his way down. We have a Puma causing some problems on the point. Fairley's crew causing issues again. Oh, AT tries to get him. That's the garrison there. Oh, that's unfortunately body claims. Another tank kill. 76 now pushing up the heavy tank. Cause some damage to the defensive teams at this time. We have a established little push coming in. Got 5 members. from the Allies coming in from the north. Utilising the multiple outpost spawns. Garrison spawn here. We've got garrison at risk, potentially coming in. Medium tank on the west might be able to support. Here we go. This is the new threat to the Axis now. Spawns coming in. Squad leader out wide. Has he managed to get? He might be waiting to put his outpost down. Spawn is my name. Waiting patiently. Taking the wide approach. Taking it very steady now. Is he going to decide to move his outpost? Here we go. This might be the time. If he manages to get this outpost down, that could cause a bit of problematic for the Axis. Having a spawn relatively good cover, pushing in. Axis responding to that early push on the north very well. Still even odds on there. But again, tip point not in a great health. If Khorne has managed to get his outpost down, which he has. Outpost down. Couple of spawns in. They are so close. The garrison is only here. No one covering that eastern side. Everyone who's defending is reacted for that push on the north. There we go. A few more member from Khorne is my name squad. A couple of defenders spawning back in. We have a push going on the south side, but without armed support, it's hard. Very hard. 76 sat there, just plugging away at the Axis, trying to push in. Got the recon team from the Axis. Mr. Medic coming in. See if they can soften up that southeast approach. But again, not a great deal of cover for the Axis to attack from. This map is very much close artillery support. Again, you can see the arty doing good work there. Oh, very close. Ball survived. Had his feet tickled with that one. Now, let's back to the point. It looks like Black Battery is at risk again. They've overrun that garrison. Garrison is gone. Khorne is my name squad. Pushing in, taking the point. Axis has nothing to defend now. All their spawns have gone. We have a heavy tank out west. Medium tank out west. A couple of infantry in the north with an outpost spawn. Got Moose and Firelord working well together. It's going to be hard for them though to get across. Moose takes a kill. Bombing run coming in. Just misses that outpost. But does well. Oh, it just stops short. 3 very lucky individuals, but Firelord has taken that opportunity to push straight in. He hasn't been not spotted. He is definitely seen. Can he engage? Oh, it's a shame. Good effort by Moose and Firelord there, but Dementia Demon coming in behind. Got the outpost down. Very critical point there. If he can defend that, he will be able to hold that factory. He can protect that outpost long enough, and he gets a garrison down as well. Issue is that garrison is in the open. Hasty garrison. Oh, there was an exchange of love there. If that spawn wave can't come in now, Lewis potentially might wipe that. No, that's unfortunate. All that hard work for Quad the Dementia Demon. And there we go. Lewis has removed the garrison. He is on the point. On his own though. We do have Judge pushing in. Lewis has decided to take away Annie. He's down. Niblet got him. Judge is back on point. Niblet is on his way. And Axis once again manages to secure black position. Now, is there unfortunately nothing really going on the third point? Defensively, Allies really well. We can't play into the hands of allowing enemy teams to set up quite well without armor support. You need to utilize the armor to get your infantry into the point. This map, very open, very, very open. You can't push well and in strength without infantry support. Now, you do have map effects like this, where you can get a couple of guys in. What these three guys can do, we've got a medium tank. Potentially, we might have that golden opportunity of support, but there is a tank. Don't know if the medium spotted him. Heavy hasn't spotted the medium yet. Barrel's coming round. Their commander has spotted the medium. Medium hasn't spotted the heavy. Unfortunate round taken by the medium. Not a lot of cover, no armor to take. And there we go, medium destroyed. I'm not sure if it was communicated to the medium that this heavy was sat here, but that was an unfortunate position for them to be in. There was no cover, no way they were going to survive that exchange. Now, Moose, Firestarter have made good progress coming down. But I think Moose must have run out of bandages. And Lewis is coming over. I'm going to double check that everyone's clear. Well, they haven't seen each other. Is he going to hold? Is he going to be patient? And it goes for him. Right, now back onto defense. Gallimard back on a roof. That man spent more times on roofs than a pigeon. Oh! Unfortunately, that roof did not play off very well for him. Heavy tank with heavy legs. Oh, on the heavy! He's engaged side on. Again, they're heavy. In depth at distance. Their line of sight. It's going to be very hard for the Tiger to pick him out with all that backdrop behind him. Tiger manages to get into cover though. Gotta be careful. Fairly obvious his crew here trying to keep the enemy back. They're going to have a hard time trying to get out of this position though. Right, so we have heavy tank being smoked up by an ally player as the enemy. Yep, so the 76 has gained confidence. He's going to go for him. Check the tactical map quickly. We have a nice little push. We will leave this battle to them. We're going to check on the infantry quickly. My Lord, Judge, Moose, nice little pass. Bardic there, pushing in as well. Did he manage to get his outpost up? No, his outpost is a little bit higher, which is a good safe option. Less risk of it being overrun. Have Moose and Firelord who've been working very well together today. Not the normal concentration of objective first that I'm used to seeing, but these little pockets of two-man teams we managed to chip away quite well. Now what they need is support. Moose has managed to get on top of the garrison. There is someone still alive. Yeah, but he allowed them to get the garrison. Oh, this has potentially gone badly for the Allies, but they are on top of flak battery. There is nothing here. No one is defending. No garrison to defend with. Closest garrison is west. Assuming the heavy tank was killed. Yep, the Tiger was unfortunately defeated trying to flee north. 76's choice to push aggressively worked quite well. There you go. Rata, good job. Nice consistent battle between these guys today. I wouldn't say either one have been had the upper hand over the team. I think the tanks have been fairly balanced. Now, Bardic in a position. Can he do anything? Bardic's there. Unfortunately, numbers against him on his own. Got Judge and Bilbo close by. Bilbo with that MG. Not really great for close quarters. We'll see how he gets on. Sets himself up. That's one down for Bilbo. Can his team support him? Grenade gone in very close. Grenade gets someone else. And the second grenade gets Bilbo. So it's nice to see Axis on the attack, putting pressure on. Fire Lord, Bardic, Judge, Moose. You've got Darth, Axtro, all putting pressure on. Axis and allies exchanging blows in the middle point for the first time this half of the game. Defensive team has pushed in. Recon tank going for it. Go on, little recon. Oh, he survives, but he gets his win. That's his wheel. Oh, and he does it. Can he position? Can he turn that turret quickly enough? The driver of the 76 has in hand. That was unfortunate. Unfortunate. Thought we might have seen something spectacular there. 6 minutes to go. Couple of infantry from the Allies pushing in to that defensive again. Got a nice little small pocket of infantry on the north for the Allies. We've got 4 defenders from the Axis managing to hold on. Axis managing to get some bodies in the point still, but that level of concentration. Oh, that's a very brave airhead. Very brave airhead. Moose coming in from behind. Can Moose capitalise? No, unfortunately not. Second garrison inside the barn. 76 coming back to cause some problems now for the attack inside. Smoked up. Shiv as a medic, not really able to throw nades. One grenade could solve his problems here. Oh, that's unfortunate for Shiv. Judge coming around the side. Unaced. Oh, that was a absolute decimated shotgun shot to the face. Again, I like the fact that the outpost has been moved, but Corn is my name could potentially cause a problem for them. Boys of object first. Is Corn going to be able to get up there? Back to the second point. Defensively, Axis are in trouble again, and they have 3, 4 in range of second point. Garrison is now gone. Do they have... Oh, this strafing run. That's one of them. We have Lazy coming in from the north. Is he going to be able to get his outpost down? Yes, he does. Well done, Lazy. This could potentially shift it back in your way. Oh, it's a garrison he gets down. Good job. Well done. There goes the outpost. Good choice. Oh, Lazy's seen. Gillamar sees him. Garrison has been gone. There we go. AT as the outpost. Gonna have enough time to get some bodies into that point. 4 minutes 30s left. Fire starter there, doing some damage. Outpost is safe for now. Black position once again. Saved. Allies look as though they have just pumped everybody into the defense now. Full defense. Let's check the map. Yes, they have pulled back all their troops into the point. We do have a couple of Axis coming in from the west. Taro, oh, and he gets shot from distance. Saint there, crawling, got his outpost in. Couple of shots in from Saint. Fortunately, just a number of allies currently in that position. Would be nice now if the commander had the opportunity to drop a bomb and run through. I don't think he has anyone in position to utilize it. Medium tank coming in, but they're potentially going up against the heavy here. Good hit on the heavy. Oh, it's a long-range shot. I think the heavy's stuck. Heavy is stuck side on. Can the medium get a second shot in? They're doing a double repair. And the heavy wins out. That was a nice play by Pratt. Double repair. Gone for the double repair. Put some extra health points down. Medium tank unable to capitalize on that heavy's weak position. Bardic coming in with his crew, coming in from the north, but 2.5 minutes. Again, allies being very, very strong. This map is not an easy map to attack in any point. Lots of open lines, lots of open spaces, very short, narrow areas to attack from. Good little push and pull. Very well done by the allies. Precision strike kills one man. That was almost personal. Just had to double check that that was back for him. Gilman back on the roof. Should rename himself the Pigeon. Allies in a very strong defensive point. Nice exchange at the start. Good back and forward, but what will be more common and for everyone to see is Axis really have been put under pressure the majority of this game. Allies haven't had to defend for a lot of this. Axis have done well to regain strength and retake flat position a few times. You cannot knock them. I think there's strengths and weaknesses on both sides. It's clear for everyone to see today, but I'd like to point out our heroic effort from all around. Again, some very good attacks by the Allies and the Axis. Very good scramble defense by the Axis. Allies haven't really had to put much of a defense on when they've lost the point. Second point, it has just due to a lack of numbers. We've got the 76 coming in. He sniffs, he wants some more. He wants that higher kill score. He's on a rampage. He's going to go straight for the point. Don't have any ATs nearby. No one can do anything about him. 39 seconds left. 38 seconds left. Let's check that tactical map one more time. Again, look at the defensive circle. Garrisons and outpost placements for dugout. Axis. Allied recon teams doing the damage on the back line, taking them spawns out. Axis doing the same. At the end of the day, geographically, the map has been the biggest enemy of everyone. Dugout. Whoever hold this point was going to take the trophy home for this game. But well done, all involved. Nice, strong game. And I would like to thank everyone. My part and thoughts are very good, very nice. It was very sporadic. There was some good defense, very good defense by dugout, both initially and by the Allies. But thank you very much for everybody. Thank you for everyone popping in. It's been good to watch. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you have your comments. Feel free to drop in and say your comments in either the YouTube channel. This video will be available for watching on my YouTube channel, so make sure you pop back. But thank you very much. I enjoyed that. It's nice to watch. Thank you for everybody. I shall catch you all later.